Grommet's
Leathercraft. You did the Q's, we're doing the A's. Define work. Craftsmen in the shop, we have 4.
We got
Who works here? Me.
Alan.
I'm Alan.
We got Alan.
I'm Alan.
We got Matt.
Matt works here.
We got me.
That guy.
Griffin.
Griffin.
And we got Rigo.
Rigo. Those are the 4 craftsmen who work at the shop. Some other people do other jobs. Alan.
Not to be confused with this Alan.
Not to
the
be
other
confused with Alan. There's Alan who does all of our video and photography.
And lighting.
He'll also tell you all you need to know about blue light. There's also Richard, who's kind of like our god. He's like a deity.
CEO?
He's the CEO, but like he watches over
Admin.
us and protects us. Saturday, she does the same thing, but in a much more nurturing way. I don't know.
Oh, I don't think we can say that on camera.
There's the time I smashed through the wall with a sledgehammer.
That was fun. Oh, probably my favorite part of the new shop is getting that hole puncher that just, you know.
Ooh.
That thing goes. Or the Cobra. Oh, when the Cobra showed up.
Woo! This fucking dog food? Is there dog food on my goddamn sewing machine? Sewing machine finally got here. That was my favorite moment in the new workshop.
How many months did that take?
6?
Okay, 6 months.
6
you know,
months.
half a year.
Yeah,
That's in addition to what they already.
No, I mean
No,
it was
total.
It was like 6 to 8 weeks, and then 6 months later it arrived. We loved that machine. It became our new favorite machine. So like all was forgiven once we actually got it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
started working. So.
I don't touch any of the other sewing machines now.
Depends on the day.
It really depends on the day.
Yeah, because everything comes in waves. So you get like a bunch of orders for a certain thing, and then you'll do a bunch of them, and then you'll get kind of sick of making those for a little while, and then you'll get a bunch of orders for something else, and you'll be making those. You're like, man, I wish I could make something else.
Yeah, there's a few products that I haven't made since we've gotten to the new shop. There's a few things that I made once and never again, and there's things that I make pretty much biannually.
Yeah, so anything I'm not sick of making already is good. So I like one-off custom crazy stuff. Those are always fun.
Or just anything you can like, you know, be creative with or sink your teeth into.
Yeah, anything I'm interested in. It's pretty good.
Hi.
Growing up through my teens and my 20s and stuff, I'm like, I'm never gonna be one of those like old dudes who's like, man, these kids, I don't understand what these people are talking about. And
I think it's a natural progression of life, but you know.
But yeah, then I turned like 22 and I was like, I don't know what these people are talking about. And yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I get hay. He explained the whole thing to me and I hate it.
Yes, sometimes. Kind of all over the place.
There's this new thing that's happening in the workshop. Everybody's got their AirPods now. They didn't really have them at the old workshop. So the new thing that happens is that like I'm going around and I'm trying to talk to everybody else at the workshop and I'm trying to have conversations and relate to these people. And every single time it's like, huh? Every single time. Every single time I try to say anything to any of these people is, what? What's up? Every time.
You know, Alan, I wish you would have brought this up before we were on camera. I mean,
Bitch, I've told you this so many times.
I had my AirPods in.
I didn't hear you because I was listening to music. But anyway, when I'm working, I like to have background noise, but I generally like put on like a movie. Music's always more like a driving thing for me. I like just putting on a movie I've seen a million times before and just kind of having that in the background. It's like a comfort thing. Drowns out the voices. I'm assuming this is about me and Matt, so I'm gonna let you handle that.
You know, it's hard. Every day I wake up and I have to look myself in the mirror and know that I'm not gonna amount to this. Anything that I do is going to fall short. I know I can't blame myself. I was born this way. Matt got a new haircut.
He did. He's looking good. Silver fox.
Just over a year.
A little over a year.
That sign says since 2006.
Professionally, yes.
Professionally, but non-professionally less than a year?
No. I started making things out of leather in like 2004. I started working at the knife shop in 2006, and then that's when we started kind of offering my services. So professionally since 2006, non-professionally since 2004-ish. Matt has been doing leather work since since like 2018, and Rigo a few years.
Say since 2019, like enthusiastically. Actually working here, it's been like what?
Rigo's been here about 2 years, so professionally, you know, he could answer that himself if he were here, but he's not.
Sounds like he's dead. Very. Very. I mean, it's in waves for sure, but there's times where if I'm gonna make something for family or something like that for the holidays, I have to plan that like in November.
It's hard to quantify, but there's checkpoints that you hit where in like late November, it starts ramping up. Early December is when you really have to kind of formulate a game plan for getting everything done, because early mid-December is when you need to start having things shipping out in order to get to people on time.
And you kind of just blink and then it's over.
And you blink and then it's over, and then eventually you start getting emails from people being like, "Hi, is my stuff gonna arrive?" And because they place their order on December 23rd, and you're like, "No, probably not, sorry." It looks a lot like this. It's a thing that we deal with sometimes, because natural veg tan leather looks like this, and some people have different opinions about what natural leather is supposed to look like. Some people think it's supposed to be kind of a tan color, which it can be, because if you leave this out in the sun, it will actually darken. It also patina over time if you collect oils and stuff. It will darken, but when we get it, it looks like this. So we've had a few people who had a very visceral reaction to receiving something out of natural leather because they were expecting it to be a different color.
Quite a few people, like more than
a weirdly high number of people have been very, very upset about the color of natural leather, which
more than you can count on two hands. Some people just open with like real rage and vitriol.
Some people are just like, "I wouldn't be cut dead wearing that."
That's a real quote.
That's an actual thing that a person said to me.
Real thing.
Some people said, "That's pink. That's a color for girls." And I'm like, okay, sure. If you don't like the color, we can help you out.
Yeah.
We've considered no longer offering natural leather. You never know what people have decided in their brains. So
even salmon leather looks like that when it's first done.
Yeah, most leather does. Like honestly, when you take all of the oils and stuff out of things and you just tan the hide, it's gonna look kind of light in color. That's what natural leather looks like. And be nice. I would like to finish the suit of armor I'm working on. What about you?
It's more of like an in the moment kind of thing. Like ideas just kind of like grip me, like in the night. I'll just wake up in a cold sweat. And I'm like, I have to make a leather jacket, and then like here we go.
Yeah, the same thing happens to me. I wake up, I have to finish my suit of armor, and my wife's like, "Shut up! You're gonna wake the baby up, idiot."
I think in this year, I think I'd like to complete another Q&A. Really depends on the day.
Yeah, Matt's been known to bang out like 50 to 100 pocket slips in a day.
I thought the number was closer to like 8 million.
Yes, that's how many pocket slips we sell in a week. But Matt only does like 50 in a day, so he's got a backlog. If we're working on like a big project, like something really big, generally like you get like one done, and you're like, "That's what I did today."
And sometimes you get a lot of small things. Then it's like, okay, well I got like 10 orders done, but then there's like 5 that I started working on, and when you do things in bulk, it kind of stretches throughout several days and stuff, and
Yeah, I tend to work on at least 5 things at once. I usually have kind of a pile that I'm working on. Don't just stare at it, eat it. That's a good one. Alan knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like a doubling down on like favorite movie is already difficult. I'm just gonna go with favorite quote. I like the quote from Kung Fu Panda where Master Oogway is talking about noodles. I like that one a lot.
I got new business cards. He got new business cards. Yeah, they're new color. The color is called Bone. The font's something called Cillian Rail. Let's see Griffin's card. Oh, you got anything else?
I'm
gonna fire all the fat people.
Is this how we sign off?